Hey everyone, greetings. I hope that you are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Listen, I wanted to come on today and introduce myself to you. Just kind of talk a little bit about who I am, and what I do here as far as my brand TOFA, and just have a little conversation with you guys. So I thank you for tuning in and checking me out. So first off, I wanted to kind of just let you know a little bit about my brand, why I started it, and kind of what the heart is as to why I started TOFA. And I just want to kind of engage with you guys and let you all know that I appreciate you and I look forward to all of your support moving forward. So as far as me as an individual, just a little bit about who I am. I am a father. I am a combat vet. I was in the Army for 3 years. I'm a combat vet of Operation Iraqi Freedom. I'm a former spiritual leader, as well as a corporate. I've worked in corporate America for over 20, 21, 22 years. And of course, I'm a brand owner here at TOFA. So it is just, starting out brand. It started out as kind of a creative thing, but it's ventured off into some potential money-making aspects, but really I didn't start it to make money. I started it to really to tap into my own personal gifts and abilities. And I'm gonna talk to you about what that is and why I started TOFA, and that kind of gives you an indication as to my heart and what I want to see happen with this brand. So TOFA, interesting name. TOFA is taken from the root word tofati. It's an African Swahili word which means tofati. Tofati, which means unique or different. So what I did was I took the first part of the name, the word, and I made it into my brand TOFA, because I feel that the brand is definitely unique and different. Years back, probably right before the pandemic, I started listening to a guy by the name of Miles Monroe. I'm sure you've heard of him. Very influential guy. He passed away several years back, and it's been much of an influence in my life. Of YouTube, probably listen to all of his videos. And one of the things that he says that he wants to die empty. And that catchphrase really just resonated with me, because as men, we desire to tap into our purpose and to walk our lives out in the standpoint of finding out who we are and what we're supposed to be doing. And I feel that a man that has purpose is a very powerful man. And he said, die empty. And basically what he said was, and this is amazing, he says that in the graveyard, there are so many riches and millions and billions of dollars in the graveyard. And why? Because there were books that were not written. There were businesses that were not started. There was so much potential that died in the graveyard. And he said that for him, he wanted to die empty. He did not want to leave anything on the playing field of life. He wanted to give everything that God gave him to the world. And I said, you know what, that resonated so well with me. I said, you know what, that's what I want to do. I want to die empty. And so it's kind of a tagline that I use a lot in different things that I do with my brand, because I want to die empty. And so that's really what TOFA is. TOFA is, it's a, kind of a conglomerate of all of my gifts and abilities. And basically it's a GQ for the man of color. It's the Renaissance man's brand, because, a Renaissance man, he's a guy that has talents, he has gifts and abilities, and, he uses those things out in the world. And so TOFA is four things, potentially five now, because I'm adding different things onto my brand. So TOFA, for one, TOFA Cooks. It is a personal chef brand of mine. I am a personal chef. I've done medium to small personal chef and private chef events. A while back, I was featured on Bay News 9 through a nonprofit organization that my aunt has, and it was probably 2019, 2020, right before the pandemic time. And I wasn't necessarily the feature, but my brand was featured through Bay News 9 on through her organization called The Well. And so it's a personal chef brand that I do. I cook, and I like to create things from nothing. It's kind of like alchemy, right? You take something from nothing, and I just have a love for cooking and also the artistry of it. So TOFA Cooks, TOFA Writes. I've got two books on Amazon. One is called Lean, Declutter Your Life. The other one is called It's a poetry book called The Tapestry, and it's basically my life in poems. I'm working on another one as well. I'll send you some details on that. And just a lot of content that I put up on my social medias, quotes and different things like that as to my writing brand. TOFA Style, a lot of style videos about clothes, hair, and not necessarily just about brands. It's about tapping into your own individual style. I'm actually working on a book called Style Becomes Self. It's a book that just basically has men to become comfortable in who you are and understanding style is not about clothes. It's not about all of those things. It's about who you are, because we've all heard that catchphrase. It is the man that makes the clothes. So, and so you have cooks, TOFA cooks, TOFA style, TOFA writes, and then we have TOFA music. I am a saxophonist. I'm not what you would consider professional. I've played a lot in the church. So there's certain things that I can play really well, but it's an artistic, part of who I am. And I'm going to start putting up more music. There's actually a video on my YouTube channel now. So majority of it is gospel jazz, but I've always loved jazz, and I've loved the Renaissance, the Black Renaissance era of that time. And so, it kind of fits into my brand, the Renaissance man's brand, and different gifts and abilities. So I started out playing in middle school, and then primarily it shifted to, like playing in churches and different things like that. So I got some content that I'm going to be putting up in the near future on TOFA music, about my playing and so forth. All right. And then we have TOFA Canvas. I do art. It's mindful art. It is abstract art. I've got some pictures and some of my artwork up on my page on Instagram, which you can check out all of those, and I'll give you all the links here shortly. And then we have TOFA Vintage. When basically what it is, TOFA Vintage is an ode to those old black and white sepia photos of the Black Renaissance and in history. And I've always found that those were very interesting. So I put up a lot of content about that. So it's an artistic brand. There's a link in my bio that kind of links you to all of my social media, but you can follow me on primarily on Instagram, TOFA Chef, TOFA Writes, okay, TOFA Canvas, and TOFA Vintage, okay? And then soon I'll also have TOFA Music, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. So it's all of these different brands under the TOFA umbrella, which is the Renaissance Man's brand, aka the GQ for the man of color. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok as well under TOFA Creates. And then if you go to any of my pages, there's links on my pages to my other brands, so you can go there and you can follow there on as well as on TikTok. So if you find one of my pages, you can follow all of them. So and also my YouTube. So listen up, guys. Follow me, share. I'm going to be posting, some good content here, and also some stuff that's going to help inspire men. Men has always been, of course, I'm a man as well, fatherhood and all of the things that we go through. I really want to help men tap into the best version of themselves and find their purpose and find fulfillment in life. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I love God, so I incorporate a lot of those, my faith into what I do as well. So I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I'm, from combat vet to father to corporate America to a lot of different things that I do, gifts and abilities that I have. And so I feel like I have a lot to give you guys and a lot to offer to the world. So here it is. I don't want to die empty. I want to give it to you guys and help you become the best version of yourself. So that's it for now. Like and subscribe, hit me up, and listen, I believe in you. Okay, you got this. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.